Thinking. We know what thinking is, right? What is thinking? How about we do a small experiment on thinking? Is it okay? Try to pause with what you're doing for a while and start thinking. Okay? Your time starts now. Stop. Let's do another experiment. This time, let me guide you in the process of thinking. Okay? You're free to close your eyes or you can open your eyes. You can make your own choice of the position. You're free to sit down or you're free to stand. If you choose to keep your eyes open, make sure you gaze at one point. Okay? Are you ready? Your time starts now. Mother. Classroom. Dog. Football. Friend. Tiger. Apple. River. Mountain. Donkey. Kids. Stop. When we recollect the two experiments, in the first experiment, I let you free to think, whereas in the second one, I guided you through the process of thinking, isn't it? In both the experiments, you were thinking. The difference was, in the first experiment, you were thinking randomly, whereas in the second one, you had some words guiding on which the process of thinking was happening, isn't it? When I said the word mother, you are thinking of mother. When I said the word friend, you are thinking of your friends. When the word dog, you had a dog in your thinking, isn't it? Try to recollect the process once again. Or how about you do the experiment one more time? Try to repeat the words. Now you do it on your own. This time try to close your eyes to bring the effectiveness of the experiment. Are you ready? Start. Stop. You see, when you repeated the word, what was happening? When you said the word, the picture of was coming. The picture of that word, when you said the word, the picture was coming in front of you. When the word river came, the image of the river appeared, isn't it? When the word mountain came, the picture of the mountain came in front of you. It was not just one picture of mountain, there were many images of mountain was appearing in front of you. Just like in Google search images, when we type mountain and you enter, you'll not get one image of mountain, you'll get many images of mountain. All that images were not created by you, nor that brain of yours. Here we have to understand that Thinking may be happening in you, but the source of thinking is not in you. You are only the effect caused by that collective images which we commonly address it as thinking. Those were the images that were seen through your eyes, from the lens of your eyes. It is that eyes that are capturing the images. We capture and we give identification for that image for further reference only, isn't it? When you compare with that of what you see with the open eyes and closed eyes, both are movements of pictures or images which your eyes is capturing, each movement which is happening in front of you, the frames of pictures moving just like a movie. The movement of pictures collective is what we are calling as movie. A movie which you watched in the past is what we identify with a name given like Titanic, Avatar, or Bahubali, or whatsoever. When I say the movie name Titanic or Bahubali, or any movie which you have watched, all those movies that you have watched in your past, all those collective images of that movie will come in front of you just like a flash cut. The moment you hear the title of the movie, the pictures related to that movie will appear one after the other. Repeating images frame after frame under one seed of thought, the movie title. Now, if there is a question, what is thinking? There is nothing wrong in saying thinking is recollecting images. Or you can even say the process of mix matching the images is what all that thinking is. The sum up or collective we address under one seed called thought. Thought is just a gathered images as one. When asked, what form is thinking? Now we can say thinking is in picture form. Now, what is the source of it? What is the source of this thinking? Or how did you get these pictures? How it came to you in the first place? How did the image of a river come? How did the image of an apple come to you as a thought? From where did you collect all those images? The only source is from that of what is projected to you or presented, isn't it? Is there anywhere else you collected these images filled with colors, different shades of colors? All that basic, the fundamentals were picked from here. From this is of all that thinking was happened. All that was shown, taught, was from here. The beginning of your thinking started from here, of that what is happening here. And still it is continuing, it's happening. All those mix matching, shuffling, cut paste, edit you're doing in the process of thinking, the source is from that of what is happening. It is that which is making this thinking happen. It is that what is presented is what you captured it and you identified it, right? You saw it, you felt it, you experienced it. That is how you attached an emotion to those image. Say when you're thinking of your mother or your family, you feel emotional. The moment you recollect the thought of a mother comes, you for a while you start thinking. When you create an intensity of that thought mother, then you'll also feel emotional towards that thought or the thinking process. So now we try to go ahead furthermore. As now that we understood, thinking is a process of recollecting images, and the source of this thinking is because of that happening. Now where is that happening and where is this thinking is happening? For your surprise, all of it is happening at one moment of time, which is now. What is dividing this one moment of time? It is none other than you and your thinking, who is residing in the present, dividing the movement into present, past, and future. It is you and your thinking is what dividing it. The whole of this one singular moment. What is past, what is present, and what do you call as future? In our day-to-day life, we address past is that which is gone. Present, that which is here, in which you are residing. Future is that which is coming, isn't it? For example, you're on the platform waiting for a train to come. The train which is coming to you, we address it as a future. The train which is on the platform, we address it as present. The train is present, which is already on the platform. And the train which left the platform or which is gone, we call it as a past, isn't it? Once the train has left the moment, what remains with us is the thought or a memory of the train which has passed. When we recollect those moment of train, or how the train came and how it passed, when we try to recollect which left the platform, is what is called as thinking. All that process is what we are calling as thinking. The coming, the residing, and then it is gone. Say, if you close your eyes for a moment and you stop participating in the movement which is happening, then what is there? Then you have no thought of train which has gone or the train which is yet to come. The train don't even exist, nor the platform, nor the movement. All of that, what was happening without your presence, without your thought, all of that is just a happening without division or discrimination. The division and discrimination happens when you arrive into the movement. There is where the time of the birth arises. Please pay attention here. See, you are capturing the images of the happening and storing them. Recollecting them is what we are addressing as thinking, right? That thinking is what you have already seen and experienced it. So thinking is a past. It is a past happening process connected to the present. If it is asked, where are you in it? You are residing in the present, addressing the happening which is happening in front of you. As we know now that thinking is a past, you are in the present, and where is future? Future is that what is happening. You see, all that coming towards you, the train approaching you, the sunrise, the friend walking towards you, the birds fly, all of this happening is future, isn't it? In order to identify this happening or walk with it, you need to store the experience which you got it through this happening. That storing is what we address as memory. To function with this happening, you need this past thinking process to keep going. Your existence is also based on it. This past thinking is much needed in order for you to exist in this happening. You can't step into the happening without past. In other words, if I have to say, you can't step into the future without past. You know you're living in today is because you have a memory of yesterday. You are identifying me today is because you have a past memory of me being with you in yesterday, isn't it? Your present is based on the past memory or the thoughts or thinking, whatever you address it as. You see, your present is based on past, and your past is completely made out of this happening. We are identifying it as a future. How you want to address or identify this happening? What is this happening around you? Nature, energy, or existing reality, or the truth itself? No matter how you identify it, it is that what is, what was, what is going to be after you as well. You are just a small happening in this happening, like you are a small thought happening for this happening in its time. Try to use your thinking only to act and to react with that. Don't use your thinking to create something, as you are not the creator. It is the happening which is doing all that creation. All that you're seeing and experiencing are the outcomes of the creation. So you keep your thinking to yourself. Keep your I the identification for yourself, to identify yourself alone. That's it. As the happening is not identifying you, nor it is interested in you. Even you see in this reality, everyone is interested in showing their part. No one is interested to see you or what you did. Even you yourself is not interested in yourself. Whatever you think you created, it is just your thought that you have created. Actually, whatever you create in this happening, the happening will destroy your creation, no matter how much effort you put to mark your existence as a being in this happening. The happening will not just destroy your creation, it will destroy you and make you disappear in the time. You have a limited time, your creation is limited in front of the creation, which the happening is doing since ages. No matter you create a Great Wall of China or Burj Khalifa, in time, you remember, everything will disappear into the core of this happening. You try to recollect the history. Many kings have tried to leave their mark so that they are remembered by the future generations. You see, they all failed. This present generations hardly know their names. Actually, this generation don't care all those past history or your ancestor. You yourself don't know who is your great grandfather is. How can you expect them to listen and remember the history? We, the ignorant being, creating things with the help of thinking, we forgot. Thought won't manifest. We need to understand. No matter a painter can never paint the rose, like the rose which he captured from the garden yesterday. No matter he paint it million times, that rose what he is painting or what he has painted and the rose that what he saw in the garden, they both are two different roses. Even he tried to plant it million times, he can't get the same rose. They both are two different roses. You are an egoist, stubborn, want to recreate, but the happening is just creating wave after wave. You want to poke your part of creation into the happening. The happening is just creating new things one after the other. It is not repeating. The wave after wave. The first wave and the second wave are not the same. They are completely different. You need to watch carefully when you go to the beach next time. The thinking which is made out of that happening which is in front of you, this thinking should be only used for self and self alone, to keep your survivable and to function with that what it is, but not to establish your individuality or your group identity. Like you see, some people die hard to establish their names, their company name or family name, ancestors name or whatsoever, or the community name whatsoever. What are you? What are you other than a thought? The name, the identification that you always carry on the top of your head, that name is also borrowed. The body which you claim is yours is only acting and reacting with that happening. It is not at all interested in you, because you are nothing but an empty thought. How do you yourself identify you? How do you identify yourself other than this name that which is borrowed? What is this I that you always hook onto, or what, or want to be remembered or noticed by everyone? The name or the picture of yours which you want to be remembered, but is just a thought that we are with, that which we have. That's it. I is just a thought, just an identification. On this I, we build and relate this I to so many I's. We relate, we connect. At the end, we are tangled with so many I's and we don't know what we are. We don't know how to stop or how to come out of this I, the identifications and bonding that which is created through this I. Eyes are watching. I need to watch your thinking. Watch the source of your thinking. Let this thinking happen again. It is from that thinking is where the source of happening is all connected. Question the thinking itself. I hope I'm passing the right message. I hope the message is clear of what thinking is all about. Try to just watch the happening and the thinking which is happening. That is the most virtue act of you as a being in this happening. Anyway, thank you for your patience in listening. Thank you. Have a good day.